I am continuing my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am reading in a chronological order of events, not according to publication or volume, so I will be skipping around just a little bit as I move along. So we have been reading about the reign of Asa in Judah, and he went to war. There was an invasion of the Ethiopians. He is in conflict with Baasha, king of Israel. And our last video was from 1 Kings chapter 15, where he was, we have a account of one of these conflicts with Baasha. Now we turn to 2 Chronicles chapter 16, where we will get a secondary account of this same conflict. So we have here, Asa employs Syria to defeat Israel. Hanani, the seer, reproves Asa for lack of faith. Asa suffers disease and dies. Okay. In the 36th year of the reign of Asa, Baasha, king of Israel, came up against Judah and built Ramah to the intent that he might let none go out or come in to Asa, king of Judah. Then Asa brought out silver and gold out of the treasures of the house of the Lord and of the king's house, and sent to Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, that dwelt at Damascus, saying, There is a league between me and thee, and as there was between my father and thy father. Behold, I have sent thee silver and gold. Go break thy league with Baasha, king of Israel, that he may depart from thee. And Ben-Hadad hearkened unto King Asa, and sent the captains of his armies against the cities of Israel, and they smote Ijon, and Dan, and Abel-maim, and all the store cities of Naphtali. And it came to pass, when Baasha heard it, that he left off building of Ramah, and let his work cease. Then Asa the king took all Judah, and they carried away the stones of Ramah and the timber thereof, wherewith Baasha was building, and he built therewith Geba and Mizpah. So this is basically the same thing that we read in 1 Kings. No real difference here. Basically the same as in 1 Kings. So let us now read the rest of the next 4 verses. This is where we get a little bit more new information on Asa. Here we go, verse 7. And at that time Hanani the seer came to Asa, king of Judah, and said unto him, Because thou hast relied on the king of Syria, and not relied on the Lord thy God, therefore is the host of the king of Syria escaped out of thine hand. Were not the Ethiopians and the Lubims a huge host, with very many chariots and horsemen? Yet because thou didst rely on the Lord, he delivered them into thine hand. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to shew himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him. Herein thou hast done foolishly. Therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars. So remember, he had 20 years of peace after he defeated the Ethiopians and he made this covenant with God. Then he goes to war with Baasha, and he calls on the Syrians to help him. And God's saying, look, didn't you learn you knew I could defend you against the Ethiopians. Why didn't you trust me to defend you against Israel? But because you didn't trust me, well, I'm not going to help you anymore. And the rest of that time, the rest of your reign is going to be in conflict, because I'm not going to be there to hold back the conflict anymore. Basically what he's saying is, you decided to trust men instead of God. Let's see how that works for you. Now, last verse here for this video anyways, verse 10. Then Asa was wroth with the seer, and put him in a prison house, for he was in a rage with him because of this thing, and Asa oppressed some of the people at the same time. Asa started as a great king, but he got a little proud, got a little arrogant, and I don't think Asa was truly wicked. I don't think he doesn't turn to idolatry, he doesn't start murdering people, but he does throw the seer in prison because his pride is no longer able to take this chastisement. And it says he oppressed some of the people. Probably there was the people that stood up for Hanani. So wait, why are you throwing him in prison? But he wasn't a hugely oppressive king. He just had a few problems here near the end. But this is all near the end of his reign. So we're going to have to go back and finish and read a little bit more about Baasha's reign as king and what happens in Israel during this time. So we will see you there.